table and they just have a wobble head. You know what I'm saying? They just, their head is wobbling every time. You say, I'm about to jump off the bridge. Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to be real careful how you be selected, right? So now we're talking about people, places, and things. You got to look at your environment, because your environment is your influence, right? That's your influence, your environment. So nine times they say the hot dog stand. You stand around a hot dog, you know you don't eat hot dogs, but you keep smelling. You say, you know what, man, I think I'm going to give me one of these hot dogs today. You feel me? And so I understand that my environment is a crucial part of how I make decisions, right? So now people that we know that make bad decisions, you got to look at the people they're around. You say, man, you show me your friends, I can show you your future, right? Your future can be either dark or it can be clear, right? But you got to understand, if I look at the people that you're around, it'll tell me who you are. So a lot of times, it's not about judging. It's about saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to come and holler at you. So I'm talking about somebody on the peer level. I'm going to go around there and holler at them. As soon as I go, I see about 15 guys in front of the building. I pull up, you know what I'm saying? I call them, come on outside. As soon as we come outside, he hit everybody's hand. All right, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I already know what I'm dealing with. So now as we go down, say, what's going on? What's up with you? So in the beginning stages of a conversation, the person only going to give you surface. They're going to show a facade. They're going to tell you what you want to hear till they can't tell you anymore. You know what I'm saying? The representative usually run away from the real person, because a lot of times the representative is only a short temperament of that person just for a second. That's even in a relationship. You got to be real careful. You got to be real careful when you're dealing with somebody, because that's the first person you're going to meet. The first person you're going to meet is the representative. And then the representative going to say, ta-da, here you go. You say, whoa, who is that? You know, glasses jacked up and everything. You be like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. But I understand the transformation when we're talking about people and when we're talking about recovery. Because recovery is just not about drugs. And I always state that. Because see, people don't take you. It ain't about you having a drug problem. You got a lifestyle problem, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a drug. It's about the lifestyle. The drugs is just a symptom of something you do in that lifestyle. But if we can remove you from that lifestyle, then all the other things begin to start to look distasteful. You be like, I don't like to do that. And so now we have people that we've been helping out in recovery. When they go around these certain spots of place, they'll call and say, man, I feel a little uncomfortable, man. Can you come and get me? I'm on my way. Now we understand that person is in recovery, right? Because now his mental is shifting, right? The perspective is shifting. The information is starting to hit home now. He's starting to buy into, right, what life really can be. Because life can be good. And so you have to, this is just not for people in jail. This is not for people. Right. It's for all of us, right?
Absolutely.
That's that renewed mind. That mind has to be renewed.
And it does. We had a group yesterday, and I was like, look, everybody on here got a little something going on with them. So I don't want you to think, we just hosting, we just navigating, we just the host. That's it. But all of us need help. And so that's why all of us is on here. It's no big eyes, no little U's. All of us are here to help each other. This is our network. And this is how we present the circle to people, so they understand that you ain't less than because you in here and you just coming home from jail. Guess what? I came home from jail about 13 years ago, right? It's just, guess what? I can help you navigate from where you at now to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when you get hit, I might have to soft hand you off to somebody else. Right. I only can get you to where I'm at. I can't tell you how to go too far because I'm still following somebody. You know what I'm saying? So the navigation is on and on and on and on, right? It's a journey. It's not a race. Go ahead.
I have observed in my relationship with you, both professionally and personally, is the change in your mind. So you're talking about how recovery isn't, it's not about the addiction itself, but it's about a lifestyle. And one of the things that I noticed in you and listening to you talk and listening to you encourage, men and women who are in their process, is that at some point, I know listening to your story, you came to a place where you're like, I don't belong here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, and if maybe you could explain it a little bit in more detail, but I feel like when I hear your story and I hear about how you got from where you were to
Mm-hmm.
where you are, that at some point you were like, this is not where I belong. Like, I don't belong in these streets. I don't belong in this prison cell. And even, and for, you know, people like me who have maybe never been convicted of a crime, but have found myself in places where I don't belong here. Right. And so it's about coming to a place in wherever we find ourselves in whatever walk of life, that if you want your life to be different, it starts with the thought like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. If you think you're still supposed to be there, I promise you, tomorrow you will wake up and you will be in that exact same place, whether that is in your emotions, whether it's in these relationships. Like if you feel like you should be treated a certain way in your relationship, you probably still will be, because you feel like this is the treatment you deserve. And so if you can take us back to maybe a part of your story where you realize like, this is not how I'm supposed to be living life.
Well, I mean, you know, 26 times I already knew that I wasn't supposed to be there. I'm just but because of the mentality, because of the environment, right? That was a way of life for us. You know what I'm saying? So the consequences was like, yeah, I can do, you know how the conversations go. Man, I can do this little bit on my head. All right, show me. You know what I'm saying? Like really, like physically show me that you can go to your head. It sounds good, but you can't do nothing on your head. You know what I'm saying? So don't give me that conversation. But I'm saying that because I used to use that language after court. But inside, I was feeling defeated. I felt that I had to show this facade like it was okay. But deep down inside, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Really, right? But again, because we connected to God, and what I do understand about God, God will continue to help you revisit your pain until you say, that ain't where I'm supposed to be no more. I'm going back to what you saying, Jordan, right? I ain't supposed to be there no more. But just the pain. So you know how, and I don't know if you did this, but I did this. You know, when I used to go to jail, I used to go to Southeast 1, Southeast 2, and all of these units over to jail, and I would become the pastor. Right. I will hold church, you know what I'm saying? Had a praise group, all of that. Go to the chapel every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Help out Miss Betty Green in there and sit on the phone and do all of that stuff, right? But what I understood was it was already in me. I was born with that. My mother gave me that. There was good tools that I've always had. I would put it to the side. But when I got in jail and got away from the streets and the environment and the people and all that, I would get back into that spiritual nature. So what I understood what God did to me was he would keep putting me back into the same place until I got it. So it took 26 times for me to have an aha moment and say, man, I'm done, right? Yeah. But then the other leg came on because he said, you ain't going to the jail no more. I'm going to put you on the bus so you can take a trip and you can really see how it really is. See, because I ain't never touched one of them spots before. I was always in the jail. See, my destination was always over the jail, 1901 D or E. So I understood that. That was a part of my history, but that was my address. That was my residency, right? But one day he said, nah, I'm gonna send you to Ferguson. So now with 3 years, I had to go to Ferguson. So now reality kicked in. I'm far, far away from home. I'm in the woods. I got the brown outfit on. Now I'm walking around the track with dudes that got light. Now I'm seeing, right? If I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna be one of them. Yeah. Right? I'm gonna be one of them. But this was the most powerful thing that hit me, that had me go in my cell and tear my whole cell up. And my man just stood in front of the door and he let me go because he said he felt that I was done. My daughter and my mother came to visit me. I don't do visits at no jail. I don't need you to mess my time up. Let me do my time. Let me be selfish. I'll call you on the phone. Don't come see me. I don't need to see you because when you see me, you mess my whole time up because now I can't go nowhere with you. Now I'm thinking about the streets. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about this. So I would never want people to come and see me, right? So they snuck down there because my daughter was fighting to see me. She was 9 years old, right? 9. And when she came to see me, she grabbed me, boom, hit me. And the life came out of me. Now I'm trying to be a man. I'm breaking down. I'm crying. I'm trying to be a man. I'm in the big hole. I can't hold it, right? All of that come out, right? Now I'm playing. I'm holding her. She playing my face and, playing my little beard. My hair growing. She just examining me. I don't even know. She trying to see if something wrong with that. She trying to see if daddy hurt because she know this is a bad place, man.
And she wants you home.
You get what I'm saying? Right? So now it's time to go. It ain't nothing but an hour. That's why I don't like business. But when it's time to go, she thinking she coming to get me and take me home. And I can't go home. She kicking, screaming, fighting, and fussing. Now I had to have a conversation about I'm going to be home. Because I done lied to her for so many years that daddy at work. Right? So now I got to sit here and look at this innocent girl, right? And my mother, that's deteriorating because she's getting old, and she get on the bus for 3 hours just to bring my daughter up here for an hour. All of that hit home. What the mess am I doing, man? Why am I being so selfish? Why am I being so self-centered? It ain't about me no more. I got a 9-year-old girl out there to love me like I'm crazy, right? Like crazy, and she want me home. But I want to be in the streets and act like I got it going on when I'm in here and I'm a certified bum. Now what is it? So now I go back to the unit, right? It hit me, right? I'm pulling the bed out. I'm screaming. I'm crying. I'm beating the wall, all of that, right? And now the officer come in there. He say, man, you all right? I said, nah, I ain't all right, man. I ain't all right. That was the turning point. I was done. Wasn't on no homie time no more. I wasn't walking around the track talking about nothing. My mind was set. I needed to come home and get my life together, right? I needed to come and get my life together. And that's where it was at. That's the turning point in my life. That was the turning point for me. I don't know anybody else's turning point, but that was my turning point, right? Yeah. And so from there, I was done. The only thing I did perfect, I'm going to tell you the only thing I did perfect. Only thing I did perfect was I quit. I quit, right? I quit everything. I quit, man. It ain't no, I quit. I wasn't messing with nobody. I wasn't hanging with nobody. I wasn't doing anything. I was on my square. It was about me getting back to square one. So now I had to start with square one. So what was square one from me? I got a license as a plumber. Guess where I had to work at? KFC. Because I had to use that resume that I was working in the kitchen because I couldn't work at a plumbing job. I didn't have my work history was all messed up. So I had to go to the kitchen because guess what? I used that on my resume. I worked in the fairs for 2.5 years in the kitchen. I never stopped working, right? I never stopped working. So I went to KFC to go to work. And from then on, I started building life. I started building. That was the bottom for me. And what I understand about the bottom is crowded as mud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's crowded down there. Man, listen, it is so crowded down there. I couldn't wait to get out. I couldn't wait.
You said something. You posted something too. A couple of days ago, a day or so ago. You said too. You said to not be yourself is identity theft.
There you go. Everything that I talk about most of the time on my Facebook page or whatever, it's a reflection. It's a daily reflection for me to understand you might can identify with it. Because the more that I talk about me, most of us can identify with what we're going through. Again, you don't have to be a prisoner, but you can be a prisoner.
Absolutely.
We have most people that are prisoners, right? And don't even know they locked up.
Yeah.
They don't even know they locked up. Right?
I heard someone say recently, and it's something that's been said, over time, that you are not even playing the major role in your own life's movie. You are a bit part in your own life. Someone else is telling you where to go, what to do. You're being controlled.